Good Morning Cookeville. It's Jason and Sheila here in the Willow Window Studio. Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. It's 7:35.
And we have the Privy Clear Advertising girls. We got Hannah and Sarah. Hey, ladies.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
Well, thanks for being here. So tell us what you do, because I know a lot of small businesses, they're real busy running their business, so they don't understand exactly what all the different digital marketing, Facebook, things like that. So what is it that you do for small business owners or business owners in general?
Yeah, our main thing is paid advertising. So we like to explain it by saying, if you've ever been on a website, you're looking at a product, and let's say you get distracted and your dryer goes off, you're folding laundry, and you forget about the product you were looking at, and then you pull up your phone and you're going on Facebook and you see that product and you're like, are they listening to me?
Yeah.
That's me and Hannah.
We have pivoted from the old fashioned, soup in a thermos watching you from your window, and we've transferred that to first party
Good
data.
shit. All right, great. So no
so-
more unmarked vans.
Correct.
Exactly.
Good. I bet that
Yeah.
saves some money.
Yeah. Really, the overhead cost has really reduced.
Now that it's
So-
all,
Now,
digital.
how does that work? Because I know there's a lot of us out there like, man, Big Brother's watching us, So how does that
And you
actually
should feel that way, honestly. I mean, it's
really?
crazy, what you can see just on the front end of a website, the information you can get.
Your
so.
data is safe, and companies like Google and Meta, they require very strict data regulations where Hannah and I actually had to teach ourselves how to code. Turns out you need that now when you're doing marketing and advertising. So back just like 3 or 4 years ago, we were able as advertisers to use something called third-party cookies, which is when a website like Facebook could sell your data. Data is meaning like your email, your name, saying that, okay, we know that they've been on this website and this website to help advertisers be able to show you more targeted ads. Well, of course, for the first time in the history of the internet, people are worried about their data. And so this isn't a new issue, but I think people are kind of becoming aware when they're seeing these targeted ads
Right,
now,
yeah.
that's just a possibility. So third-party cookies were completely deprecated and taken away a couple of years ago, right when me and Hannah got into this. So that really shook up the advertising world, because it's like, how do we track people? And
Right.
of course, when you're a consumer and you're hearing this, you're thinking,
Oh gosh.
yeah, this is
Yeah.
so scary.
Yeah.
When you're a business owner and you're trying to run a targeted ad to get your service or product out there that you think is really needed, it's hard.
Yeah.
So we work on what we call first party cookies, which is ethical data collection. So if someone, for instance, your email, when you're filling out a form on a website, your email, all of that is being held within the website. It's being held within its code. There's certain things
That's
going
what
on
you're
to
giving them
protect it.
permission to do. And they ask
Correct.
you at the
Yeah.
bottom,
Correct.
hey, do you accept all this? And you do. So you've given them the keys to the castle.
Well, and even if you have opted into them sending your email, or if you're filling out a form online, that can be directly sent to Google or Facebook. But for it to accept someone's data in order to then say, okay, this is so-and-so and they've been on this website, let's show them this product, it has to go through what's called a hashing, which is crazy, but we have to actually do something to hash that data where it turns an email or a name into a unique code of letters and numbers, so that if someone was to hack into Facebook and to look for your information, they're not going to find it because it's encrypted.
Okay.
So there are a lot of data privacy things like that.
I bet that's changing all the time. That can't be just
Oh, it's
set it
constant.
and be done, because, the bad guys are all the time coming up with really cool ways to
Yeah.
find this out. I bet so. Your job's changing all the time with that.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, and then when they started talking about supercomputers, that was really scary, because we're talking about, at the click of a button, somebody could be able to figure out what that encryption is, and then it unencrypt all of that data and see all. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So we're having to follow all of that, and we joke that, I mean, I have my degree in business, but they were not teaching me this. And
Right,
Hannah has history
I
degree.
have a history degree, so I use that every day. If anyone has any questions about World War One,
Yeah, right. You've got
anything
that.
like that,
You're
I
right.
have you covered. So I know that's why you brought me on.
Yeah.
But no, I also have to remember I'm on the radio and I'm so dry, like my humor. So I'm like,
Yeah.
okay.
You're on TV.
But yeah. Oh, okay. Well, yeah,
yeah,
there we go.
you're on TV.
But no, I definitely just kind of following along with what Sarah was saying. We are our own worst nightmare when it comes to that kind of thing because we use like a military grade VPN. So I always show up like I'm in Paris. Everything pulls up in the Euro, as I'm scrolling through, and I have to think about it. And I'm like, oh wait. But there are things you can do to kind of get in front of that, and then on a small business side. Explaining the importance of data and what you have in your hands when you have a customer email list or something adjacent. I mean, that is a game changer.
Oh yeah.
To be able to get in front of those people who have already expressed interest. I mean, that's what we all want. That is a hot lead. So
That's why one of the first things we do when we take a client is we want to put a pop-up on your website or something to be able to collect emails or information of somebody that's interested, because those are going to be the first people that we target. And you can upload those lists into Meta to be able to show those people an ad. And then they've added a bunch of restrictions where it's, of course, your data is secure, but that's kind of the process, which we call really like a full funnel process. So where we're trying to find cold prospects, get them to give some kind of information, and then we call retarget, show them an ad. And hopefully we're not just throwing spaghetti at the wall. We're trying to get it targeted.
That's the difference too, like between like traditional advertising, like of course I'm partial to radio, and it definitely has its place in the marketing world. Billboards, they have their place in the marketing world. Magazines, print, they have their place. Digital is those traditional things are a little bit easier to understand because they've been around for a long time. We understand what those mean. But with digital and being able to really focus down on potential customers, that's where digital really hits a home run.
absolutely. We call it smart spending. That is, we have clients come to us all the time. Should we do X, Y, or Z? And 9 times out of 10, it's not even that option is what we would recommend, because if we are looking at a small business who's, we're a small business. Our lives depend on Privy Clear.
Right.
So we are never going to advise spend on something that doesn't make sense for a client. So, if they're telling us, yeah, we're spending thousands posting organic, it's like, that's great. And if that's what you want, that's fabulous. But are we seeing conversions? Are we seeing these quick wins? What's your profit margin from this? What's the return on spend?
Well, I'm sure you hate this too. It's
So-
like, well, what have you been doing? Well, I've been posting on Facebook. Well, and how's that
That's
worked
great.
out?
Yeah, and that really, I mean, that's
you need to do it,
the
but
presence.
it
Yeah,
can't be the only thing you're doing.
correct.
We can
And-
track how we call attribution tracking. So where someone first hears about you or sees you, is it Facebook, is it an organic post, and when do they last see you? And you can see those touch points. And usually there's like 20 in between when someone first finds you and them buying your product.
Right.
And we see, posting on social media, or we'll say organic posting in that, pipeline, but it's never what's driving home the
Right.
sale.
Well, if I'm not already following them, I'm not going to see them. Usually, unless they do kind of boost something on Facebook, because how do I hear about them if I don't know about them?
Right.
Even on Facebook.
Yeah. And so so if we're taking on a new client, that's also kind of in our discovery process. Is there demand for your product? Because if there's not, then that's a whole other thing that we have to
Right.
do. We have to create that demand. And that usually happens on Facebook or social media, in, organic when we're posting, and also on the paid side, just trying to build that awareness.
Right.
But that's a completely different strategy. Like
Yeah.
those two entities operate completely independently of one another. Of course, they weave in and out, but when Sarah and I are looking at it, we look at the organic as like, that is spaghetti at the wall.
Right.
It's free. It doesn't matter. So
Right.
that's your testing pool. That's your beta group. And then whatever is performing well there is going
Right.
to translate well in an ad. So
That's true.
that's normally how we advise clients to use that organic social media. And if they do have a strong presence, we want to be a collaborative partner. Send us what's performing well.
Right.
Let us know, like, hey, we got tons of engagement on this.
the
That's
first
what
thing
we
we're
want to
gonna push
use.
out.
Yeah, absolutely. Because people already like it.
Absolutely.
It's already a thing. We're talking with the ladies of Privy Clear. They do some great digital marketing, and they can help your business out too. We'll talk to them a little bit more because I know there's some more digital changes with marketing within AI, and talk to you guys about that because that's a whole new thing that we know nothing about. At least I know nothing about. So.
Oh, how much time do you have?
Well,
Like,
we got at least 10 minutes when we come back.
Beautiful.
All right.
Beautiful.
That's next here on Good Morning Cookeville. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. Good Morning Cookeville brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. We'll be right back.
Elevate your space with high-quality window treatments from Willow Window. Our dedicated team crafts custom solutions featuring sleek blinds, elegant shades, custom interior and exterior shutters, and luxury drapery tailored to your style. Transform your windows into stunning focal points that enhance your home's charm. Reach out to us today for your complimentary estimate. 931 Window 1.
Whether you're looking for a new home or needing to auction off farm equipment and estates, Triple C Realty and Auction will help you with a smooth transaction every time. At Triple C Realty and Auction, we help find families, homes, and support our community. Every solid structure rises from a strong foundation, and our exceptional team wants to be a trusted source for all your real estate needs. Triple C Realty and Auction in Monterey and Crossville, where every key unlocks a new beginning. Visit triplecrealty.com.
Unlock the best of local entertainment with Hub Plus. Do you have Roku? Download the Hub Plus app today. Dive into exclusive content like Good Morning Cookeville presented by Elevate Real Estate. Catch all the action with high school sports from Upper Cumberland Reporter and stay updated with the latest weather from Upper Cumberland Weather. Plus, enjoy fantastic local shows such as The Randy Porter Show and Cookeville Lifestyles Show. Don't miss out. Download the Roku app now and start exploring.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Monday morning forecast. Showers will be tapering off from northwest to southeast as we approach lunchtime, with cloud cover giving way to sunshine this afternoon. Highs will climb into the lower 70s. North wind around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Clear skies are expected overnight, with lows in the upper 40s. Tuesday will be sunny with highs in the mid-upper 70s.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here with you in the Willow Window Studio. Good Morning Cookeville brought to you by Elevate Real Estate at 748.
Privy Clear Advertising. We're talking to the ladies, the owners and founders, Hannah and Sarah, who are with us. Thank you so much for joining us. Now, I know Sarah had a business degree. You said you had a history degree. How did you get into the business and advertising side?
This crazy person. So no,
Talked you into it.
you basically no. I have always loved, like, I guess the creative side of things. I have a very creative brain. I love big picture, so I've always loved the art side of things,
Well,
and
entrepreneurship's in your blood.
yeah, my grandfather had a pretty big environmental engineering firm down in Miami, and so I never knew that this was even an option for me. I always thought marketing was like jingle writing and like all of the, like, I don't know.
Which is fun.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
is
And
fun.
it did used to be that.
Basically everything's a cartoon in my brain, and so I'm like, oh, they just
Girl,
write jingles.
me
Yeah,
too.
yeah. So yeah, so I graduated with my history degree, and then got my first big girl job, and then eventually ended up at a boutique real estate agency here in town, and hired Sarah to be the marketing director. I had been running Facebook ads interim, while we were in between marketing directors, and that really, as nerdy as it is, it really sparked an interest in data and what data can do. And then Sarah had WordPress experience, and then she also had some advertising experience, and then a marketing degree. So we were tag teaming a lot of these Facebook ads and getting really into it. And then turns out both of us love to go down rabbit holes. And so followed that. And I was 8 months pregnant. I had just gone through the IVF process. And 8 months pregnant with my daughter. And Sarah came to me. She was like, we should start a business doing this. And I
you're
said,
not going to be doing anything else here soon.
yeah.
So.
I was like, are you crazy? Like, yeah, no, girl. And so 2 months postpartum, she came to me with some LLC paperwork. And she was
just come back from maternity leave.
oh, yeah. And
She's
she,
like, I'll get her when
You were weak
when-
and tired, and she throws
Yeah.
legal papers in front of you.
I was
gonna say, I'll get her
vulnerable.
when she's
I was
postpartum.
vulnerable. Yeah.
I knew what I was doing.
yeah,
No, Hannah
so-
is just like, I mean, just talking to her, she's so poised and carries herself so well. And we had really found a need in this community. And at the time, we didn't even realize how needed it was across the country and the world. I mean, there's not a lot of people doing what we're doing. And once we started figuring that out, we were like, and this is also when third-party cookies are going away. And so, I mean, we just got in at a good time, and we both saw that. And I was like, Hannah, I know that you are like coming back from maternity leave, but we got to get on this, girl.
we can do this.
We can do this.
We can
because,
do
I
it. It's
mean,
needed, and we know how.
yeah, and
Right.
we're in the driver's seat. So we were thinking that this was just going to be a little side hustle, and we would build Facebook ads for small business owners and just be on the side, and we could just, make a couple extra bucks, go to Ulta.
Right.
And then we shared a post in Hip Cookeville about what we were doing and had over 40 qualified
Ready to go
leads.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
This might become a business.
Before we run out of time, I do want to get to this AI stuff.
Yeah.
ChatGPT is, of course, the big one. They're already running ads at the bottom,
Yeah.
unless you have the paid version. Claude, I'm sure, is doing something. I haven't noticed it yet, but I'm sure that they're marketing to me in some way. But AI marketing, AI search, because especially with now, when even on Google, when you type a search in, Gemini is giving you the AI answer. So marketing within AI is a completely new thing.
Absolutely.
I've been looking at trying to figure it out. Where are you guys with AI marketing?
Oh my gosh, just so deep. So Sarah inspired me to take a CS50 class, so computer science class, and Harvard offers free courses. You can take them online. So I took that, and they did a whole series on AI, right? So AI is pulling from different libraries across the internet, and they say you train it. So the way you want things answered. Of course, it caters to what you want to hear to a certain degree. But there are things that you can do as a small business owner to get in front of people that are using AI, whether that be Chat, Gemini, Claude, whatever, to search, best coffee shop near me, or what's the highest rated Italian restaurant in Cookeville?
Right.
There are things that you can do on your website to get in front of that. The first thing would be, this is getting real deep now.
Okay, let's do it.
There are different headings available on your website. So you can see, if you ever go on the back end, something called an H1 and an H2. What AI is doing is it is scanning H2 headlines for keywords. So whatever somebody would be naturally searching, best coffee shop in Cookeville. If you make that your H2 headline and then make your H3 the answer to whatever that question is, that is what ChatGPT is pulling.
Gotcha. Okay.
So there are little sneaky things you can do on the back end of your website. And then honestly, Google Business Profile reviews. If you are scared to ask somebody for a review, don't be.
Right.
The worst thing they can say is no. And that is what feeds the majority of what ChatGPT is pulling.
Okay.
It'll pull the nitty gritty from your website, but it is going to scan and search Google.
Right.
and
They'll be
that's what
part
it's-
of its answer.
Correct.
I'll tell people blog posts, and we say no one reads them, but we do have clients and people do read them. And really inundating your website, it's the same with SEO, inundating it with what you want Google to be trusting your website, what phrases. So when someone's searching that, your website's pulling or whatever content. So writing blog posts, there's a website called Answer the Public. And if you type in, if you're an HVAC technician and you type in HVAC, it'll show you all of the most frequently asked questions and prepositions and different phrases and use those to write blog posts and then put them on your website, repurpose and post them on your Google business profile. So that you're feeding, AI search engines, Google, all of it, and then repurposing it to your Google business profile. And it's just kind of like a cross feeding of just all this information.
So the AI, it goes and it's basically lets its bots, I'm just using bots as a name that everybody would know, crawl around your website, and it's going to bring back the information that the person has asked for. That's that a good layman way to say that?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right.
So the more you're answering those questions, the more that your content is going to be pulling in AI. So
What do you think? Do you think AI is the new search? Like, I know SEO is such a huge deal, and I don't know, it probably still is, but will AIEO?
Yeah, I think
thing?
it is. I think this is like Yahoo all over again. I mean, that was going to be the big search engine and then it crashed. And I definitely think Google is absolutely still important, but AI is, people are naturally using it. It's easier. It learns your behavior with Claude. That if you're not on Claude, you need to be. It's insane.
It is.
And it learns with you and stores that in its own memory. So,
Well, an AI needs to pull from something. It doesn't pull from nothing.
Right. It's just, it's not omnipotent.
Correct.
Right. Yeah.
Correct.
it's pulling
Yeah.
from the internet. So it's
Correct. So the more you continue to build this profile on Google, that last summer, ChatGPT started indexing social media. So we used to tell people, like, we really don't care about social media. But now we advise, if you can, like a post or two a week, do it. If that is the bare minimum of what you can do to, get keywords out there, again, focus on specific keywords you want to rank for.
What do you think is more important for a business right now, Facebook or the Google business page?
Google business
Google.
page.
All the
I
way.
think
Really?
it depends on if you're service or if you're selling a product, if you're e-commerce. If you're e-commerce, we tell people do everything, honestly, because it's a hard space to be in to sell a product that people don't know about. In that case, I would say be on Facebook and Instagram trying to create that demand. And then if you're service, Google business
Google all the
profile.
way.
Yeah.
Really?
People
That's
are
interesting.
So like Google, people are searching for a service. I feel like that's something that there's already demand for. So if you need a handyman, if you've got a leak in your pipe, you're searching plumber near me. And then, social media doesn't matter.
Right.
So you need to be where people are searching, where the demand's happening. And so if you're offering a service, it's Google.
Think
all
about
the
how
way.
you act as a consumer. Would you go to Facebook looking for a plumber?
No.
So think like the person that you want to attract.
Yeah, Sheila.
Yeah.
Sheila.
Yeah, Sheila.
That's some good
Gosh.
stuff
Yeah,
right there.
Sheila's over there just soaking it all in.
I was
Yeah,
like, man, that was good.
Thanks.
That makes sense.
It's super interesting, all that, and the way that you got a cool job because you have to always stay on offense and figure out what the defense is
And
doing.
constantly learn because it's
Yeah.
constantly changing.
That's
We're
cool.
crazy people.
Yeah.
And
You probably need to be a little bit.
you do. Yeah, you really do. And honestly, working with your best friend, and it really does make such a difference. Like, we have to schedule out friend time because we're so obsessed with work, like, in what we do. It's just,
It's
You
a
know, the
blessing to
opposite.
work
We have to
doing-
schedule work time.
Yeah, because we like
forget
play
to
a
work.
lot.
Yeah. The
We
opposite.
aspire to be that. So,
we're getting there.
Thank y'all so much for being here. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good Morning Cookeville. We're here in the Willow Window Studio. Who's tomorrow, Miss
Tomorrow,
Sheila?
Bobby Abel from Anna's Hannah's Writing
Awesome.
Center, and then Terry Ritter. She's got the kids camps coming up, and
That's
then the art gala is this Saturday right here at Willow
Gosh,
Window.
it is this weekend. Man, so much going on every single weekend in the Upper Cumberland. Y'all have a great rest of your day. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye now.
Bye.